everybody, welcome to Tuesday's Leadership Tip. Now, we have been using December as a time to reflect, a time to transition. In the last 2 weeks, we've really spent time thinking about what do we want to keep and what do we think we need to let go of. Today, I want to talk about expectations, because if we want to really live into a future that we've sculpted, that we've been an architect and intentionally created, then we need to think about what is it that we expect. Now, some people say, I don't have any expectations because if I don't have expectations, I'm never disappointed. While I agree with that thinking, it's true. If there are no expectations, it is hard to be disappointed. I think that limits what we can be, who we can be, and what can be the possibility for our future. When I was teaching, I would set very high expectations for the students, high behavioral expectations, high performance expectations, and they would always live into it. Always. We had to have a lot of conversations about what does that mean? What are the high behaviors I expect? Sometimes it was, if there was a substitute teacher in the room, we would talk about how do I expect you to act when she is here? And it has nothing to do with her. It has to do with who do I expect you to be, regardless of who's in the room? Who are you? When I would come back the next day, I would hear from the substitute, you have amazing students. They did such a great job. And I would think, well, of course they would. And they do it because of who they are. Now, depending on who you are in my life, I have a variety of expectations. People who are close to me, I expect them to tell me the truth. People who are close to me, I expect them to see the potential in me and to push me to live into that. In the movie 2 Weeks Notice with Sandra Bullock and Hugh Grant, she has a line that says, my mother is the voice in my head pushing me to do better because she expects a lot out of me. And Hugh has a line right after that that says, well, that's better than having people in your life that have no expectations at all. It's true. There are people who have no expectations for me, and I have no expectations for them. And they're pretty insignificant in my life. The people who matter, I hope they have high expectations for me, and I know I have high expectations for them. So if we live a life based on I have no expectations, therefore I won't be disappointed, we are living a minimal life. What would happen if in 2015 we put some high expectations on ourselves? What if we put high expectations on the people who are around us? Because Jim Rohn says we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. What if we looked at those 5 people and said, wow, this is the level I'm living into, and we chose those 5 people very carefully? Because 2015 will be amazing if we set the expectations. Have a great week, everybody.